Well, hold on. Did Danny Devine lose his gear?
You know, low tops and camo shorts aren't exactly athletically inclined.
No, I understand Danny Devine has a place in his heart for the art of backyard wrestling, but I mean, we don't usually see him in the sneaks and the camo shorts and backwards cap. His brother's tag team partner for this contest, Brendan Devine, in traditional gear. Something's up here, man.
Danny Devine clutching in his jaw. Big ginger on the mouth here. Certainly not ginger enough to not take the mic.
You gotta hear him speak. Lucky us. Great. Uncalled for. All right.
Was that it? Was that all?
Apparently not. Unfortunately not.
Unfortunately, because of my extensive, well-traveled wrestling career, I had to have an emergency jaw surgery this week.
Listen, it's nothing special.
So I'm not prepared to compete. I'm lucky for the Pumpline. However, this show is Skyfire Pro. And Skyfire, that name, is the name of the band that betrayed the brothers of time.
The only reason you're all here is because of us. You're welcome.
You know, we hear that an awful lot.
Skyfire boys left. There's me and Brendan, and there's one more. And he's gonna be Brendan's partner tonight. So bring it down.
He doesn't mean. No. Oh no! It's the big boss! The owner himself, the straw that stirs the drink in Skyfire, and yes! The third bastion of one Seth Skyfire!
This guy doesn't know when to just get back in the office, book the matches, and stay out of everyone's bad side. I mean, golly. Listen, they have the lineage. That's right. They are the original students of Seth Skyfire, the namesake of this promotion. But this is not what Antonio Rivers and Boa Silva have been fighting for.
Listen, last time I spoke ill of Robin Shaw, I was suspended for many months at a time. I'm gonna hold my tongue.
You've already had a bad day. Don't make it worse one.
I'm not kidding. But one has to wonder how much longer they have known about this change in plans, especially with Shaw being the boss. Certainly longer than the Pumpline. Rivers and Silva have made a career out of overcoming adversity, fighting against the odds to secure victory, but Barry, this just might be too much. It might be too big a mountain to climb, literally.
Talk about a mountain, but also talk about a curveball thrown down the middle. I mean, listen, it's one thing to be preparing, especially after everything that Danny Devine said and did to get under Antonio Rivers' skin. You have under Boa Silva's skin. Now you have the owner of the company stacking against you, against one of the best tag team wrestlers.
Robin Shaw's in the ring. He's about to wrestle a match. And he's jaw-jacking with the audio technician.
Listen, the internship is long since over with. Now it's Brendan Devine and the constrictor, the birthday boy, Boa Silva. guy who's been making a name for himself up and down California in his own right, along with his Pumpline brethren. Don't do it. Come on.
Bo has got to know better than this. I mean, come on. I understand he's a trusting competitor, but yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah, it is beyond words at this point, and Brendan Devine was definitely trying to bait him into a trap.
And you know, Barry, it's a very interesting dichotomy because we've seen Brendan Devine here in Skyfire Pro Lucha Libre a time or two before. By himself, he's a good-natured competitor. He comes out to smash mouth, he soaks up the adulation of the people. Cover here. And a kick out from Devine. But when Danny is by his side, when the brothers Devine are here, it is a different story entirely. His older brother, clearly a bad influence, and you gotta think Robin Shaw that and then some.
Oh, if Danny Devine's a bad influence, Robin Shaw's a worse one. It's one of the most miserable guys I've ever met. This guy's the Kwame Brown of professional wrestling. I have plenty to say about this guy. I'm not trying to get you fired or suspended or whatever in between here, but listen, there's a lot of history. But all the same here, there's a lot of history with Skyfire and the pupillage of Seth Skyfire himself.
Drop kick from Antonio Rivers, cover to Brendan Devine. And a kick out. Rivers is adding size, he is adding muscle, and with that muscle comes power.
And adding a beard as well.
And he looks excellent with a beard. Him and CJ Tino. His papa.
No relation.
Bulldog into the knee of Silva, and Brendan Devine flops downwards. Cover from the Constrictor.
And we talked about, Jordan, whether or not that Antonio Rivers and Boa Silva could account for the changes to this match. I gotta wonder if Brendan Devine perhaps was hoping to have his brother in his corner rather than a friend and former rival.
Yeah, whatever past tensions may exist between him and Sweet Robin Shaw seem to have fell to the wayside. Right now, the much smaller Silva having an answer for the boss. In comes Rivers, frequent tags from the Pumpline.
And they've got to exert their tags. They got to exert their will here.
Double drop kick. Into a cover goes Rivers. And before Chad Rico could even count one, all it took was a body twitch from Robin Shaw, and Antonio Rivers nearly sent it to the turnbuckles.
And these guys have plenty of history in their own right. In the days of the Enterprise, Antonio Rivers was once the nameless intern of Robin Shaw, his lackey, his layabout, and now he's his own man, and he's at the peak condition of his life. He's under the tutelage of CJ Tino, along with his best friend Boa Silva. They're a great tag team, a staple here.
Well, not great enough to neutralize Robin Shaw, not for the moment. The former intern sent to the outside, and now Silva landing on his feet. Big drop kick, staggers the big man.
On the ropes now. Look at this. Springboard. Oh my God!
Oh, jeez. Barry, that was ugly, man. And come on, the brothers Devine on the outside. Chad Rico doesn't see it. He laying the boots into Silva.
You gotta be kidding me!
Robin Shaw is gloating on the outside. I think Rivers on instinct alone just rolled Boa Silva back into the ring. Didn't want this one to end via countout. Didn't want the onslaught from the brothers Devine to continue. Cover from Shaw. But that might have been a mistake. I mean, Silva clearly has not recovered from that nasty fall. How could you?
Listen, I mean, that's straight concrete here in the Primal Compound.
And Silva's not a large man. Let's make it clear.
Listen, there's no padding that's going to help him out. And meanwhile, Antonio Rivers eating a cheap shot from Brendan as well. I mean, listen, Chad Rico is our senior official for a reason. He's one of the best in SoCal, best in the West Coast, best in the biz. But at the same time, he's got to keep his eyes in the back of his head. He wants to make sure that these three men are the ones that are following the rules.
Very elephant in the room. We heard Robin Shaw get it on a live mic and say it when he previously challenged. Cover here from Brendan. When he previously challenged the Rebel Storm for the Skyfire Pro Lucha Libre Championship. He's, hey, Chad Rico, I'm the boss. You do what I say or else I'll call your little buddy Brett and make sure you never work again. Robin Shaw's own words.
Listen, it's the toxicity in the business acumen there, but at the same time, trying to reach for that pin for dear life.
Looking for the tag, but Brendan Devine bringing Boa Silva back to the wrong part of town, and tag St. Robin Shaw once again. For an irregular tag team, the training of Seth Skyfire clearly paying dividends.
Shining through.
They may not be used to teaming together, but they were cut from the same cloth, and you're seeing how here.
Sweet victory! That could be it, but Boa Silva very expertly rolling out of the ring.
Again, grabbing Chad Rico by the shirt, yelling at the official and his own employee, giving Danny Devine, a man who was too injured because of his jaw to compete, the opportunity to attack Boa Silva on the outside, and only now Chad Rico realizes it.
You know, and Danny Devine talks again about his emergency jaw surgery. Can't imagine what that's like. But all the same, he has to have the gall. Oh my God.
Can we get him a jaw surgery where he's unable to speak?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Where we sew the damn thing shut? Yes, please. Thank you.
Hellacious thunderous chop to Boa Silva's midsection, under his chest.
Talking about surgeries, Boa Silva may be sipping out of a straw by the time this one is over. Brendan Devine and Robin Shaw having their way with the young Silva. And look at that cheeky smile from the leader of the Believers. Cover.
Brendan Devine, no small man either. Hardly an inch of excess on that guy. And all the same, still exerting all that strength, still exerting all that size against Boa Silva.
Gotta think Boa Silva needs a tag here, Barry. Boa's been in this ring for such a long time, and I think he realizes it. He's trying to get Rivers in the ring by any means necessary. But Brendan Devine not gonna give him the satisfaction.
You gotta be kidding me. Still jawing at it. Wow! It never ends, does it?
But that's exactly what they want. They want Antonio Rivers to freak out. They want Antonio Rivers to get Chad Rico to turn his back so Robin Shaw and Brendan Devine can do this. Oh, you know.
Listen, hold your tongue lest he pluck it out, lest he suspend you again, Jordan Castle. But now the cranium crunch is in, and so is the pressure for Boa Silva and Antonio Rivers.
Listen, you can squish his head, but you can't squish his spirit. Silva escapes off the ropes, around and around we go, into a sleeper hold. I don't care how big you are. Get those arms wrapped around the neck, you're going nighty-night.
Driven into enemy territory by Robin Shaw.
And in comes Brendan Devine, now the legal man, taking Rivers off the corner. It's not moral, it's not right, but it's smart. And now looking for left on red, perhaps.
No, sliding through here. Perhaps size up the O'Connor roll, nothing going. Springboard codebreaker connects.
Silva needs a tag. He needs it right here and right now. Can he do it?
Antonio Rivers chomping at the bit, not just to get even, but to get one up on the Brothers Divide and Robin Shaw. He's trying to tag in his brothers up like a man!
Listen, it's the Pavlovian response. He's so used to it. He sees Danny Devine. He says, that's the man. But it's not the man. Antonio Rivers is the man. And he's taking the fight to Brendan Devine.
Running roughshod over the leader of the Believers. You gotta believe in that combination, that flurry of kicks and euros. And what a euro sliding into that turnbuckle.
We talk about the tag team inexperience for Brendan Devine and Robin Shaw. They were working like a well-oiled machine this entire matchup, but it finally came to bite him in the ass. Cover! Kick out from Devine.
Not a lot of height on that X-Plex, but definitely a lot of impact. I mean, Brendan Devine in a whole lot of trouble right now.
Antonio Rivers looking to pump it up here. Brendan Devine using that size, cutting him down to size.
He's looking for that cross Rivers, but now he's eaten a cross body from Brendan Devine and Robin Shaw.
Oh, a mountain of humanity followed up with a boot from Brendan.
What a cross body, like a truck.
He's out, he's out. No!
Leveraging 400-odd pounds off of you is no easy feat when you are not winded, when you are not beaten to a pulp.
Antonio Rivers is a special kind of cat. Not even able to legally drink booze and still this good. The sky, truly the limit here in Skyfire.
Look at this, tagging in, but not bearing down.
Boa Silva to the gut. Antonio Rivers to the mush.
Look at this. this. What a maneuver.
Talk about well-oiled machine. The Pumpline are just that.
Shiranui
Slices bread! Stacking him up, but Brendan Devine breaks up the cover. Shaw was out cold, Barry. He wasn't kicking out of that.
That was a flurry of maneuvers that would have put away anybody else. You had 400, 500, 600 pounds of man.
Brendan Devine, I just feel like disrespected from the Pumpline here. But they're more than happy to administer that disrespect.
Off the ropes now.
Brendan Devine went for the double clothesline. Instead gets taken off his feet. And there's Danny Devine. Can we please sew the jaw shut? Running like a scalded dog, and Brendan Devine chucking Rivers outside the ring.
Look at this. Left on red. Connects. No, package. Goodness. Pile driver.
Good night. Rivers saves the day. We are not done yet.
This match might as well be in overtime. Double, triple, sudden death. Oh my God. Tony Rivers spilling into the wall.
Yeah, spilling the wall, drilling him head first on that corner post. Those jagged edges. Rivers is lucky his head isn't busted open after that.
And Boa Silva lucky that he's even staggering, he's even liquefied on his feet right now.
Robin Shaw invoking the name of he and the Brothers Devine's trainer, the namesake, Skyfire Pro Lucha Libre Seth Skyfire. Barry, I don't pretend to know the man, but I hardly think he would be proud of this.
Certainly not. They have been using that as a crutch, as a namesake, that are hardly worth it. This is their trainer, the kind of guy looking for that believer buster.
No! Busted by Boa! But only a 2!
Small package, well executed. Well scouted at that!
Now Boa Silva catching Brendan, but Brendan catching Boa. These two so evenly matched, so tit for tat here, Barry.
DDT creates the difference.
And Antonio Rivers, despite that nasty shot in the corner post, he's back up, he's back in the ring, and the Pumpline zeroing in on victory!
This has gotta be it, it's gotta be it!
Cover! Danny Devine, you son of a...
Kick him out, Chad!
Pulling referee Chad Rico outside the ring. Antonio Rivers, it's youth. He's trying to argue with Danny Devine, but he doesn't realize that in the ring, Robin Shaw just drilled his tag team partner.
Devastating pile driver. He might be out.
No. Come on, man. I mean, Barry, let's call a spade a spade. This was not a tag team match. This was a 3-on-2 handicap match. And the Skyfire boys victorious. Despite the heart and the guts of the Pumpline, there is simply no beating the house. The house always wins.
And not done yet, apparently. Medically cleared or otherwise, laying the boots down to the home side. Look at this, CJ Tito,
the Papa on the Pumpline. Talk about the numbers game. He'll take out all 3. Wheeled onward by friendship. Wheeled onwards by his love for Antonio Rivers, for Boa Silva, and for San Diego Pro Wrestling as we know it. CJ Tito will not let this injustice stand.
I've got something very important I need to say. Skyfire is special. It's special for all the wrestling creators. It's special for everyone who likes to take this place home. And as the owner of Skyfire, you are held to a high standard. And all I see is you running your way around.
That's right.
Publicly, the Pumpline is saying we will not tolerate this
damn company.
I could barely stand it when they got rid of you for a little bit.
And you too, CJ, have never once been able to beat my boys, brothers and wives. So as far as I'm concerned, you might get rid of me. I will do this under one condition. At Terradome, next month, October 12th, you three dorks versus us three. And if we win, you are all fired from Skyfire Road and gone forever.
The very fate of Skyfire?
I am a fair and just man. In the event that you miraculously defeat us, I will give up my ownership of Skyfire Road.
Talk about betting the house. That is one hell of a gamble, my man.
Put your money where your mouth is shot because the Pumpline accepts.
See you on October 12th.
Pumpline versus Skyfire, boys. October 12th at Terradome. The very fate of this organization hangs in the balance.
The future may be grim, but there's also a flicker of hope. It's in the hands of the Pumpline and CJT.
Well, we will see that 6-person tag team match. We will see